Hello everyone, my name is Vrinda Sharma and welcome back to Idea Usher, the ultimate destination for all things creative and cutting edge. I am a representative of Idea Usher and today I am going to take you on a quick walkthrough of yet another incredible application that we have developed for our valued client. Our client realized that various artists today do not have access to infrastructures and professional studios to hone their talent and skills. He came to us with the idea of a studio booking application which would help artists book and rent out properties economically. Idea Usher then provided the required app development solution and developed a studio booking application on which users can book or lease art, music, dance, and production studios. This app is similar to Airbnb. And before diving into its unique features, I am going to tell the users how to log in as well as sign up for the app. These are two very different processes. So, without any further ado, let's dive in. So, after downloading the app from the App Store, when the users would open the app, this is the page that will appear in front of them on the screen. They have to click on the join button. And then, when it comes to logging in, it is for the users who already have an account on the app so they can log in through their Gmail or Facebook account. After adding all the necessary details and following all the on screen instructions, they will get logged into the app. When it comes to the sign up process, it is for the users who do not have an account on the app and they have to create a new profile. So they would be asked to enter their name, their mobile number, their email address, and after entering all the essential details, they will get signed up for the app. So just to take an example here, if I click on continue with Gmail, after adding all the necessary details and following all the on screen instructions, I am now logged into the app. Once the users are through with the login or the sign up process, this is the homepage of the application that will appear in front of them on the screen. The homepage of the application has different sections to explore and a large number of studio properties to choose from. Users can go to the Explore Studios section and can find studios near to their location. They can also select the type of studio which they require for their work, whether it's a podcast studio or a dance studio or a music studio. Just to take an example, they can click on the podcast studio button right here, and the application will show them all the podcast studios. They can also look at the top rated studios segment. If they would click on the see all button given in front of it, the application will show them all the studios which are top rated in recent times, so they can have a look at this section as well. um, so coming back to the top, there is also a search bar given at the top. If users are searching for a specific studio property, they can type the name of that property in the search bar and the application will show them all the search results. Apart from this, before starting their searching process, they can also click on this filter button given in the search bar. They can apply filters such as price range, area, studio type, requirements such as choir, composer, engineer, number of guests, and then click on apply, and they can continue with their search process. Apart from this, there is also a bell icon given at the top on the right hand side. If the users would click on it, this is the notification section. Here, they will get all the updates and notifications regarding their booking confirmations or any cancellations on their bookings or any other update or notification provided by the application. Okay, now I'm going to tell the users how to book a studio on the app. On the home page, just to take an example, if a user likes a particular studio space, then they can click on it. the application will take them to another page on which the location of the property, the tariff, the address details will be mentioned, as well as the name of the property owner or the manager. If they would scroll down, then they can find all the necessary information about the studio property, additional services offered by them, details to keep in mind, amenities which they are offering, such as AC, Wi-Fi connection, cables, headphones, computers, control room. And they can also have a look at the essential details such as cancellation policy, availability, timings, refund. If they would scroll down more, they can also find the reviews given by other users or customers about the property on the app. And at the bottom, there are other properties to choose from as well. So, coming back to the top, users also have the flexibility of contacting the property owner or manager. They just need to click on the contact button mentioned here, and they can call or message the property owner or manager, and can clarify any doubts or queries which they have regarding the space. They can also find this, they can also read the description about the host, and other details about the property, whether Wi-Fi connection is available or not, or whether smoking is allowed or not. All these things will, the users can also find here at the bottom. And after going through all the property details, if the users like a studio space, then they can click on the book now button. After this, they can continue with mail or their Facebook account. If I would click on continue with mail, after this, users would have to choose the dates for which they would require the studio property. After choosing the dates, they need to click on next. Then the application will show them all the booking details which they had entered and chosen, and the total tariff which they would be required to pay. After this, apart from this, one more thing is, users can also apply promo codes and can save some money on their bill. They just need to click on the apply button given here. They can Then they can choose a promo code, any coupon, use the code, and after the code has been applied, they need to click on request to book. Then they need to click on, after reading all the rules to be followed, like sanitize your hands, no refund, no smoking or pets. If they agree to all the rules, they can click on yes, and then they need to add their mobile number. Click on next. Then they need to add the 4-digit verification code that has been sent on their mobile number, and after entering that, they need to choose their payment mode, whether MasterCard or Visa or PayPal. And after selecting the preferred option, they need to click on Pay Now, and their property will be booked successfully. Now, when it comes to renting out a studio property on the platform, then the users have to click on the Start Hosting button. Then they have to select a title for their studio, as well as select the studio type, whether it's a podcast studio or a dance studio or a music studio, and then click on next. Then they have to select the amenities available, such as cables, bass guitar, runner, console, as well as other features available, such as keyboard or AC or speakers or mic stands, and then click on next. Then they have to add additional services which they would be providing at the studio, and set an appropriate price for every service. After adding all the additional services, such as engineer, composer, choir, and setting the appropriate price which all of them would be charging, then they have to click on next, and then they have to select the studio details. Now, in the studio details, users have to select a title for their studio, set the minimum booking, set the maximum studio occupancy, add a quick description of their studio as well as the rules to be followed. Then they have to schedule days and time. Basically, they have to select the days and specify the timings on which the studio will be available. Just to take an example, if I take on the Monday box, if I take on Monday, I have to specify the hours for which the studio will be available. Then, after specifying the days and time, they can go back to the studio details page. Then users have to specify the advance booking request, add photos of their beautiful studio property, and then click on next. Then they have to add the location details such as country slash region, city, province, address, and then click on next. Then they have to add their personal details like their name, their phone number, their email address, their state ID details, a small paragraph about themselves, and then click on next. And that's it. Their studio property will be posted on the platform successfully. After this, users also have the option of having a look at their listing. They just need to go to the My Listing section, and the application will show them their studio property details. They just need to click on it. They also have the option of adding a new studio property if they want to. They just need to click on this button at the bottom, and then they have to follow the whole process again that I had explained, to list a new property on the platform. So, just to take an example, in the My Listing section, if they would click on their studio property, the application will take them to another page on which the details regarding their studio space will be listed. And they also have the option of editing these details or deleting the listing as per their preferences. Okay, apart from all of this, there are other unique features in the application as well. Just to take an example, if the users like a particular studio property, then they can click on it, and they can add that particular property to their favorites list by clicking on this heart shaped button. Then they can go back to the home page, and they can scroll down, and just next to the home button is the favorites section. If they would open it, it will show all the properties which they have liked. All the properties which they have liked will be stored in the favorites section, and they can come back to this section later and can check the property details. In the application, apart from a section on favorites, there is an inbox section as well. Users can scroll down, and its button is just next to the favorites section. They can access the inbox segment. They can find all their recent chats in that segment. They can click on those chats. They can contact the property owners or the managers, and they can clarify their doubts or queries which they have regarding the property here. Apart from this, the application also gives them the flexibility of deleting the chat or blocking or reporting or muting messages as per their preferences. In the application, at the bottom, just next to the inbox section, there is the profile section. Users can click on it, and they can edit their profile details and their profile picture by clicking on this button. They can edit their phone number, their email ID, their bio, their address details. So, after updating all of these details, they can click on save, and they will be back on this page. They can also specify whether they are an artist searching for studio properties, or they are a host renting out a particular studio space, or they are an artist as well as a host. Apart from this, they can also invite friends, go through the terms and conditions, go through the privacy policy, and they also have the option of rating the application. They can rate the application as per the 5-star scale. They can also add the feedback or the review. It is optional, and after this, they need to click on the submit button, and their review will be saved successfully. And back on this page, they also have the option of logging out of the app. And that's it. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Apart from this, if you are interested in developing a customized application, then our experienced team of app developers is ready to bring your vision to life and create a solution that sets your business apart in this rapidly evolving market. You can connect with us through the contact details mentioned in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.